Well, by way of contrast, there was better news today for one of the South's most famous theatres, which was in trouble last year. The Chichester Festival Theatre has been given a grant of £100,000 and the promise of annual funding from South East Arts. But it claims it still needs about £500,000 more if it's to ensure its survival. Well, that's all the news from the South Today newsroom for tonight. Of course, the news continues on CFAX, page 160. Good night.
Hello again. It's going to be a rather noisy night for most of Britain tonight. Strong winds battering the British Isles. And we've got a warning now, really, of those strong winds affecting almost all of us in the next 24 hours. The strongest gust likely in Scotland, up at around 70 miles an hour through daylight hours, and maybe increasing stronger than that as we move through tomorrow evening. And also, there's still a little bit of snow for the hills and mountains affecting some of those higher routes. Now, we can see on our radar picture there's a cluster of showers for most of Scotland into Northern Ireland as well. The main weather system tailing back in towards these more southern counties of England, drifting away to the southeast during the course of this evening. But those showers will continue, I think, at least for the next 6 hours, and many of them falling as sleet and snow. And with these sort of wind strengths, it's blowing around on some of those high routes. 65-mile-an-hour winds, the gusts right now across many exposed parts of Scotland and Northern Ireland. Now, the real change comes with this area of low pressure. That's where it was at around 6 o'clock this morning. It really is galloping across the Atlantic, and as it does so, developing rapidly into an unusually deep area of low pressure just to the north of Scotland. A whole bunch of weather fronts wrap round that system, and that means not just the wind, but some heavy rain to come as well. Now, for tonight, we do see the main weather system move out the way, and with clearing skies, there could be some icy patches on untreated surfaces, but the temperatures will drop and then start to rise again as the next warm weather front arrives. Windy almost everywhere, and by lunchtime tomorrow, we're going to see rain in almost all areas, perhaps the southeast getting away with some dry weather until the afternoon before that rain starts to move through. Now, ahead of this weather system, the mild air will give some quite high figures. We're looking at 10 or 11 degrees, the temperature through the morning and into the afternoon. But behind this cold weather front, another cold pool of air starting to move through, 4s and 5s. And of course, with those very strong winds, it won't feel very warm at all. So a pretty wet and miserable day for all of us. The start of the day, we're going to see some heavy bursts of rain, some snow melting and some local flood problems as well. The main rain band slipping its way southwards. Showers to follow on behind, and many of those showers will turn increasingly wintry, with the strongest winds gusts over 80 miles an hour in the northwest of Scotland.
Combating the slimming war over on BBC Two, on the hunt for a new generation of drugs to reduce our appetites. As part of the BBC's Fighting Fat, Fighting Fit campaign, Fat Files is on now.
Stephen Fry is one, Robert Lindsay another, and then there's Lee Evans.
No.
Parkinson's Guest, tomorrow 9:30, BBC One.
Don't miss it.
Hey, I tell you what, forget the psychiatrist. Try Dino Rod.
It's a place you know.
You know we shouldn't be alone together. So why are you here right now?
With secrets you don't.
I was trying to impress you, that's all. Stay away from me.
Powerful drama from Jimmy McGovern.
Didn't she tell you I was coming?
No.
I'll kill that sister of mine.
The Lakes, Sunday at 9 on BBC One.
Now on BBC One, one man's extraordinary musical gift pushed to the limit. An Oscar-winning performance from Geoffrey Rush, based on a true story, the British television premiere of Shine.
It ain't over till the fat lady sings. EastEnders. Everyone's talking about it.
In the Jurassic, the biggest reptiles are not on land, but in the sea. Dive down below ancient oceans and see for the first time ever monsters of the prehistoric deep. Walking with Dinosaurs, the biggest thing on television in 200 million years. Monday at 8:30 on BBC One.
Treating a traumatised woman accused of killing her millionaire husband, a psychiatrist plays a dangerous game with hypnosis in 50 minutes here on BBC One. Nigel Hawthorne stars in Murder in Mind. And he's the subject of tonight's Omnibus, first on BBC One, a personal profile containing some strong language of a highly versatile actor and a very private man.
I know what it is. It's a big number 2.
It's too big for a number.
No, 2 is actually quite a small number. 2 million would be a big number.
So where's the other one?
What other one?
Well, there's 2 2s in 22 and there's only half of it here.
Yeah, well, maybe it's just a 2 on its own.
Right, well, it could be, Ray, but let's face it, it's unlikely.
Created by the writers of Father Ted, Hippies, coming soon to BBC Two.
What are you reading? It's a pub quiz, man. How can you swat up for a pub quiz?
You're saying that when we pick the scotch up.
Curry and chips, please.
Helen's been on the phone.
Helen?
Said you've got to have the salad.
What? Does it come with chips?